Well, welcome everybody. Nice to have you all here for the awards picnic. This is our, I guess, 21st awards picnic. First one was held in 1999 at the CAO when we showed off the place for the first time. And it's nice for us to be gathered here at the DDO because we're basically looking at about a 10th anniversary for our return to this site to run education and outreach programs here at the DDO. Our purpose right now is to acknowledge some of the contributions and achievements of our members with the awards, and I'm going to lead off with giving the Winurls Award, which is often called the President's Award. And got the envelope right here. And I actually have the citation. So, the Bert Winurls Award for 2018 is going to go to Ian Wheelband. In 2018, it didn't matter what Toronto Centre activity it was, Ian was in the middle of it, either leading the effort or supporting those who were. While public education and outreach continue to be his main inspiration, he has also worked on the Finance Committee to ensure that Toronto Centre continues to enjoy budgetary surpluses, and he has been a leader in our operations at both the CAR Observatory and the DDO. Even while away at his retreat in Nova Scotia or on his frequent trips around the globe, Ian uses the web to make sure that everything is running smoothly. He led our successful project to return to the DDO through the submission of our expression of interest to Richmond Hill while leading the development of the SLO project at the CAO and continuing his own efforts in public outreach and astroimaging, not only here in Ontario, but in Nova Scotia. So it is a great pleasure to recognize Ian for his many contributions to the Centre with the 2018 Winurls Award. Congratulations. Okay, there we go. Our next award is the Ostrander-Ramsay Award. The Ostrander-Ramsay Award for Astronomical Writing. And this is an award that is nominated by Eric Briggs, the editor of Scope. And it's our pleasure to announce that the recipient for Ostrander-Ramsay Award for 2018 is Peter Broughton. Peter has been honored by the RASC on a number of occasions. In 2018, he was recipient of the Chant Medal. In 2013, he was named a Fellow of the RASC. And in 1987, he received the Service Award. Although he is the author of Looking Up, A History of the Royal Astronomical Society of Canada, published in 1994, Peter has never received the Simon Newcomb Award, an award that is intended to encourage members of the RASC to write on the topic of astronomy for the Society or the general public and to recognize the best published works through an annual award. This year, Eric would like to recognize Peter for his biography of a great Canadian astronomer, the book Northern Star, J.S. Plaskett. So, congratulations, Peter. For framing.
Thank you very much.
And you get to keep the award for a year.
Oh, I see, but I have to return it at some
I'm
point.
afraid so. Our next award is the Andrew Elvins Award for Promotion of Astronomy. And this award is being presented to the DDO committee members. In 2018, the DDO committee, included by Ravi Shankar and Ian Wheelband as co-chairs, Eric Briggs, Arnold Brody, Denise Chilton, Blake Nankuro, and Chris Vaughan. They are recognized for their significant efforts at organizing and restarting the Toronto Centre's outreach efforts at the DDO in 2018. This has been no small feat given the challenges of implementing our renewed programs under the town's new requirements. And it mentions town because in 2018 it was the town of Richmond Hill, and earlier this year the town became the City of Richmond Hill. So just a change in reference, but hopefully historically accurate. So I'm going to ask the members of the committee to come forward, those of you who are here, by Ravi, Ian, Chris, Blake, so that I can present you with your certificates. Okay. And, oh yes, I have to have this as well. All right, there we go. Yep.
Yeah. I'd actually also like to add, I know this is a RASC award, but the town of Richmond Hill, now City of Richmond Hill, really bent over backwards to help us here and to... all right, how's that? Is that louder? Is that better? Thank you. So the town/city of Richmond Hill, I think, needs to be recognized here as well. I know they're not RASC members, but we approached them after the ownership issues and talked to them about bringing astronomy back here, and they have absolutely bent over backwards for us in the last couple of years to help restore astronomy programming here. The first year alone that they had ownership, they've spent more money than we had in the bank. This year, I think the budget is a little over $3 million to keep this facility operating properly. For my money, the ownership is in the right place, and they, as I say, continue to help and support us with our astronomy outreach programming.
Okay, our next award is the Jessie Ketchum Award for Astronomical Equipment. And again, there are a number of people to be thanked for this, because it is the Team SLO members who are receiving this as a group. The planning and construction and outfitting of the Sue Laura Observatory at the Carr Astronomical Observatory by Team SLO is a significant addition to the facilities at our site there. The team included Laura and Phil Chow, Tony Horvatin, Marianne Kalotai, Dietmar Kupka, Stephen McKinney, Blake Nancaro, Millie Rajakovic, Richard Sewers, and Ian and Sue Wheelband. The team successfully converted the unfinished observing deck to a state-of-the-art dedicated astrophotography observatory for our members' use. And parenthetically, that observatory was commissioned into operation at the end of June, and we're already seeing quite a lot of really good imaging coming out of that. So again, it's something that all of us have access to, and I do encourage you to, in fact, take advantage of our latest equipment at the CAO. So I'm going to ask Laura and Phil Chow, Tony Horvatin, Blake, and Ian to come up and receive their certificates. The big thing. Okay, and our next award is the Bertram Topham Award for Observer of the Year. And it's a pleasure to confer this on Ed Trays. Ed has studied and observed the inner planets for over a year and kept the membership informed of these events and opportunities via postings to our online forum. The postings have been well received by our members and have encouraged many other members to similarly observe the planets. His Mercury and Venus sighting postings have drawn hundreds of replies, the most in fact of any forum discussion thread. So, Ed?
Just a couple of things come to mind. One of which is in the Observer's Handbooks pretty much like over the past 5 or 6 years. There's a sentence that starts, "Most people have never seen Mercury." Let's change that. On a more serious note, this observing program was done with a minimum of equipment. It was done actually from within the city mostly, using stellarium and sometimes binoculars. So it is possible to do observing without a lot of, if you don't have the time or the resources to commit to it, you can still do interesting, in my opinion, and award-worthy, in the opinion of the Toronto Centre observing program. And that's worth letting all beginners and people who are kind of going, well, what can I do? They should keep that in mind. Thank you.
And we now have the Ray Thompson Award for Excellence in Imaging. And this goes to Adrian Aberdeen for his enthusiastic efforts in using his own excellent images to encourage and mentor members in all sorts of astroimaging equipment, software, and techniques, despite the fact that he's a relative newcomer to the field. So congratulations, Adrian.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to be bestowed upon myself this great award. I want to say thank you to my wife for putting up with me and all the nights that I go missing. It's greatly appreciated, and I appreciate you very much. But on a serious note, we recently lost Charlene Norgrove, and Charlene was one of the first people that I met when I joined the RASC at one of the events that we were doing at the Ontario Science Centre. And she left a really lasting impression on me, because she really encouraged me to continue getting into astronomy. And then when I started taking images, she really encouraged me. And every time I see her, she always had a smile on her face and asked me, what are you doing next, or what are you up to now, and things like that. And I just want to dedicate this award to her. So thank you.
And you know, it's very apropos that Adrian was the last award recipient to get his award and to make that very lovely tribute to Charlene, because I'm very pleased to announce that we have a new Centre Award that Council just approved by a vote online day before yesterday, and that's the Charlene Norgrove Award. The award has the following criteria: to be presented annually to up to 3 members who have made one or more of the following significant contributions to the RASC Toronto Centre: successfully communicated astronomy concept to the general public by volunteering to assist in any capacity as needed at Toronto Centre outreach events, by welcoming guests, answering their questions, and sharing information about the RASC Toronto. Inspired and encouraged new members to develop their interest in astronomy by welcoming them to meetings and events, offering helpful advice and or technical guidance about equipment, and generally making them feel part of the community. And encouraged and supported ongoing learning among members by preparing and offering presentations at recreational astronomy nights, and or taking a leadership role in planning and implementing new ideas that benefit members. These are all things that we know that Charlene did in her time with us, and so Council has also chosen that Charlene be the posthumous recipient of the first of these awards. And the citation is as follows: Charlene joined the RASC Toronto Centre in 2012 and immediately began to participate in meetings, observing sessions, and outreach events, especially at the David Dunlap Observatory and the Ontario Science Centre. She reported on her astronomically themed travels to observatories, the Topham meteorite in Namibia, and solar eclipses. Her enthusiastic welcome to new members and encouragement of presenters at recreational astronomy nights won her many friends. Her sudden passing in 2019 was keenly felt by our members, and it is fitting that Charlene be the first recipient of this award that is named in her honor. I will be presenting this certificate to her son, Steve, who is coming back to help with clearing her estate next weekend. And so I thought it would be timely for us to inform you about the decision about the award and also to read that citation to you today. So again, our many thanks to Charlene, and I think this is just a small gesture of our appreciation for what she did for us in the 7 years that she was a member. So. Okay, so that concludes the awards presentations. I'm going to turn things over to Tony Horvatin and Grace Horvatin to do the door prizes.
Thanks very much, Ralph. Okay, so we're going to need an assistant who would like to draw from the drum of tickets. Now, everyone got a door prize ticket when they came in. If you could pull those out. All right, then, let's get started here.
Seven 778-714.
So just the last three numbers now.
Oh, we have a kid's ticket. The last three numbers are 915. Okay, come on up. Okay.
All right, well, let's keep it rolling here. So the next ticket is going to be 710. 710. Who's the lucky winner? Ah, there we are, Emma. And while Emma's choosing, the next lucky winner will be 703. 703.
It's all set up. You know, push the center button. No pressure. No pressure. Wait till the end. All right, here we go. Everybody look at the camera. Smile. Thank you. Right place at the right time.